Hello and welcome to MaxSpeedTV. Thank you very much for joining us here at another Racing for Cause Hershy Design Series as they present Drive for Autism 100. Tonight's event will be at Dover Speedway, 100 laps, 100 miles, as we do what we can as we race for a cause, and tonight's cause will be autism. So thank you very much for joining us here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. My name is K.R. Stolfus. Yes, I know it rolls right off the tongue. And tonight's broadcast will be brought to you by WallsBeardCo.com. They have amazing beard balm products, so check out WallsBeardCo.com. SimSpeedShop.com if you are in need of a button box or an e-brake. Check out SimSpeedShop.com. Elite 7 Racing, that is an official MaxSpeedTV iRacing team. You can find them on Facebook at Elite 7 Racing or online at Elite7Racing.com. The Ohio IndyCar League. They're not just an IndyCar league only for Ohio drivers. They are accepting all sorts, so apply for the Ohio IndyCar League. You can check them out at facebook.com/Ohio IndyCar League for other information. And also iBog, iRacing broadcast overlay graphics provided by iBog. If you are interested in starting your own overlays or need some help in getting it done, check out ibog.co. And also, how could we forget RFC Hershy Design Series? As, well, I had to switch things around, so there we go. Now it's up and running. The Hershy Design Series, you can check them out at Hershy Design on Facebook. There are links in the description below. So make sure that you guys check out those links in the description. Especially the sponsors that have been mentioned. They do make this broadcast a thing. So qualifying, getting ready to kick off here. Our top 10 is currently Troy Radford, David Roach, Kyle Gilbert, last week's winner, Greg Willis, Steve Baker, Armando Ortiz, Eric Teska, Jeff Applegren, Cody Walling, and Adam Chapman. And guys, don't forget, tomorrow at 7:45 p.m., Racing for Cause Late Models will do the Teal Butterfly Challenge 125. So make sure you tune in right here on MaxSpeedTV for that. And then the Hershy Design Series is off for a few weeks. We will kick off once again May 29th right here on MaxSpeedTV at 8 p.m. So make sure you guys are here for that as well. Going to be a good one. Dick Greenway's in YouTube chat. Thank you very much for saying hello. Appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. Final few seconds of practice going off now. Checkered flag waving for that. So qualifying, heading on out. We're going to try and bring you cars as they roll out. Looks like the first one out is going to be Peyton Johnson. Peyton Johnson in the 85 machine. David Roach in the 09. Coming around to start his first lap. Coming out of turn 4 here at this track is going to be very, very tricky. Everyone's going to have to hold on to it for dear life. John Johnson in the 22 machine. Almost every driver is out on track qualifying. Currently on top of the charts is Katie Osmond. Now he's dropping down to second as Steve Baker is now on top. Steve Baker has mounted that pole position and asserted dominance here on the field. Baker dropping down to second as Eric Teska is going to be our top spot for the moment. Trying to find somebody not shutting it down. Troy Radford is just starting his qualifying time. We'll see how that's going to shake out for him. Well, good evening, Linda. Thank you very much for joining us here in YouTube. Very kind of you. Troy Radford is shutting it down before he completes a qualifying lap. Terry the Nerd Reiner, he's an alien according to Connor Parisi. Reiner sitting 22nd. Armando Ortiz has not set a quick time here yet. He is on the clock in that 25 machine. Coming around to complete his first lap. And Ortiz is going to jump up to 8th right now. We got two other cars out on track. Adam Chapman and Derek Pemberton, they are slowing it down. Chapman running 22nd right now. And Ortiz has shut it down. Good enough for 8th spot in that 25 machine. So after a flurry of activity, there are currently no cars out on track. We have just a few left to qualify, and then we will switch on over into race mode. While we see about anyone else coming out for qualifying, we can talk about our points here. Coming into tonight's event, Eric Teska is technically your leader for the points because he has the most wins, and that is everything here in this league. It is solely based off of wins. But if you look all the way down into 9th place, AJ Rogers has accumulated the most points out of the series, but he doesn't have a win yet. So he is just on that verge. He's on the outside looking in. Troy Radford, he's sitting in 10th. But you can see all of our winners, we've only got one repeat winner, and that is Eric Teska. Everyone else here who has picked up a win has only visited victory lane once. But man, that is very, very important to get it done. And then they are all set up based off of points. So as you can see, Kyle Gilbert, with just his one win, has scored an 8th, 200 points off of AJ Rogers. So that is going to do it for qualifying here. We are going to step away and play our national anthem as we like to do here on MaxSpeedTV. And then we'll get back to some racing here in just a moment.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back to MaxSpeedTV. Thank you very much for joining us here at Dover as we do Racing for a Cause Hershey Design Series presents the Drive for Autism 100. And oh man, is that a mouthful. Once again, tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Hershy Design. You can check them out on Facebook. That link is down below in the description. Make sure you check that link out. Hershy Design would greatly appreciate it. Also brought to you by Walls Beard Co., SimSpeedShop.com, Elite 7 Racing, the Ohio IndyCar League, and iBog. Tonight's race will be 100 laps for 100 miles. Dover is a 1-mile track. These guys are gonna pit for tires dang near almost every yellow. Unless the caution comes out back to back, we will see these guys come in. Maybe not everybody. We might see a few gambles, might see a few brave souls. The fuel window, though, if we don't have any yellows, we'll be looking at 38 to 42 laps. 38 to 42 laps is a fuel window, so when the fuel runs dry, these guys will be making green flag pit stops. That will be very interesting, as this is a hard pit road to get onto. Very difficult to slow down. As you can see, pit speed is 35 miles an hour. You're going from 160 down to 35. Very difficult to get down into the proper speeds. Once again, here's our top 10. Currently led by Steve Baker, Troy Radford in second, Katie Osmond third, Kyle Gilbert, last week's winner at Super Speedway, is fourth, Sean Cool, Rocket Fuel Cool was fifth, Jeff Appelgren sixth, Al Smith holding on to seventh in the practice sheets, Dustin German eighth, Jeffrey Patterson ninth, Peyton Johnson 10th. Guys, don't forget, tomorrow at 7:45 p.m., Racing for a Cause late models will do the Teal Butterfly Challenge 125. It's going to be a great race. Make sure you tune in for that. That is a start time of about 7:45. And then May 29th, the Racing for a Cause Hershey Design Series picks up after a few weekends off. They will pick up at Charlotte. Make sure you guys tune in right here for those two great races that are heading up. We're in the final 2 minutes here of the Drive for Autism 100 practice. Sorry, I am multitasking right now. So we're watching practice, trying to get some of my notes in. While I do that, why don't I let you guys just watch some good old practice here and step away from the mic for just a minute. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to step away for just a moment to figure some stuff out. We got her nailed down now. Appreciate your patience as I work at figuring out what's going on. Checkered flag flying here at Dover. Warm-up is complete. We're getting ready to go racing as the field is going to take to the grid. We're going to try and go through the grid here, see how it's going to work. We do our Walls Beard Co. starting grid. Eric Teska will be on pole. Steve Baker going to be second. Third place will be Kyle Gilbert and Gerald West. I'm sorry, row 2. Wow, okay, I'm still trying to figure this stuff. All right, I'm good. Focus, KR, focus, center. Woosah. All right, we're good. Row number 3 will be made up of Jeff Applegren and Katie Osmond. Row 4, David Roach and Armando Ortiz. Row 5, Ricky Harden and Greg Willis. Row 6 will be Brent Cool and AJ Rogers. Row 7, Al Smith Jr. and Connor Parisi. Alien. Row 8 will be Cody Walling and Phil Otto in the 66. Row 9 is Bobby Summers and Christopher Spencer. Row 10 will be Doug Wysocki and Peyton Johnson. Row 11, Jeffrey Patterson and Adam Chapman. Row 12, Chris Legue and Terry Reinert. Connor Parisi is an alien, Terry Reinert. Aaron Toholz and Austin Wheatley will be making up row 13, but Wheatley is in pit road. Row 14, Derek Pemberton, John Johnson, Rick Greenaway, James McIntyre, Michael Massengill and Jeffrey Clifton, Doug Johnson, Dustin Gurman, Sean Cool, Troy Redford, Chris Berg, Chris Medford. As green flag is flying, thought we had 2 laps, thought wrong. Great battle between the 99 and the 44 of Austin Wheatley. Wheatley starting from pit road. Why is he scored as the leader? There we go. We've completed a lap. Now it's all settled out. The 99, Eric Teska, Kyle Gilbert in the 58. Those two battling it out side by side. Down the backstretch with the 9 of Jeff Applegren. And the caution is going to come out here quickly. So it looks like the 29 of Michael Massengill is in trouble here. We're going to go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. See if we can figure out exactly what happened to Mike. Mike in the 29 gets a little loose coming out of turn 4. Running down on the bottom. Looks like a little bit of help from the 24 machine of Sean Cool, gonna spin him around. We'll go on board with Massengill. So it looks like we got already Armando Ortiz on pit road. More than one driver is taking the pit road here. multiple drivers coming in early for pit road. I mean, we're only on lap 4, very early caution, but these guys coming and getting tires, getting maybe some damage repaired. First one off pit road, though, will be Armando Ortiz. Chris Berg following right behind him in the 0-1. What's up, Mr. Albright? Yes, it is a great night for some racing right here at Dover as we do the Drive for Autism 100. All right, your race leader is the 99 of Eric Teska. While the caution is out, you guys can, why don't you get you a soda? Good times. We are working our very first caution. Eric Teska in the 99 is your leader. Kyle Gilbert, last week's winner, he's sitting in second. Eric Teska, the two-time winner here in this series. He's your race leader. Coming into tonight's event, once again, here's our current point standings. Wins are everything, so Eric Teska is your current technical points leader, even though AJ Rogers down in 9th does have the most accumulated points, but Rogers does not have a win. And it's very important to point that out, because if Rogers does pick up a win, he will jump into second place. He will be the lead car with the one lap or one race win. So the tiebreakers are the points, so the points still are very important, but wins are everything. And so that's why the field looks all jumbled up as it is. You can see who's behind. Eric Teska is 65 points behind AJ Rogers. So if Rogers gets on a hot streak, wins 2 races, he will technically be our race points leader. So even though wins are everything, can't give up on the points chasing. Field's starting to form up though. Your front row is going to be made up of Eric Teska and Kyle Gilbert. And then on row 2 of our Walls Beard Co. restarting grid, going to be Jeff Appelgren and Steve Baker. We're going to see how these guys like to rock it out here tonight at Dover. Pace car getting ready to pull off here. There it goes, and Eric Teska getting a good jump in that 99, but Kyle Gilbert going to follow suit. Tuck in right behind him, and Jeff Appelgren in the 9 machine going to follow their tire tracks. Is Kyle Gilbert going to charge hard on that outside line? What a run from Gilbert. Power move. Kyle Gilbert says, I want the lead. See you later. He did not lift. What an epic, epic start for Kyle Gilbert. And just like that, the yellow has come right back out. The 29 of Mike Massengill is in trouble again. Go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to him. See the 29 here? Ooh, is the 98's going to get into the outside wall of Aaron Tolhurst. Aaron's going to bounce down in front of the 29, so unfortunately the 29, oh my gosh, what a tough night for him. Mike Massengill working his way through the corner here. And the 98's just going to bounce off the outside wall, get right into him. He is on pit road. We have a few more people on pit road yet again. The leaders have not pitted. These are all people coming from further back in the pack. Al Smith on pit road in the 96 machine. He's made his repairs and heading on out. Or tire change, whatever it was he did. Chris Berg in the 01, he's on pit road with extensive damage, getting that fixed. Derek Pemberton getting some repairs done as well, as he was on pit road for a little bit. And Terry Reinert in the 2 machine, Reinert pulling off pit road. So a lot of cars here pitting early. But man, oh man, we cannot forget what Kyle Gilbert did on that restart. He dropped the hammer, went down into turn 1, and nobody told him he had to slow down for a corner. That guy just blew past the 99 of Eric Teska, took the lead. Unfortunately, the yellow came out right as soon as he did it, so Eric Teska could not challenge back. But man, did Kyle Gilbert lay down a heck of a start. Very eye-opening for Eric Teska. He's going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out exactly what just happened there. So will we see another power move like that? Will Teska try and duplicate that move on this restart? Will Kyle Gilbert pull another fast one, only this time from the lead position? Got quite the interesting car here with Applegren. Don't know if you guys have seen this paint job this thing's got, but it is very articulate. Is the word articulate, is what I would say, in that 9 machine. Did I say Terry stinks on his grill? Huh. That's what it looks like. Restart getting ready to happen. Gonna go green flag racing on lap 12 of 100. Quite the full field here tonight. Last week, the field filled up 43 drivers in a minute and a half. The session opened up 1.5 minutes later. The session was full. Had a lot of upset drivers because we had a total of 51 who tried to get into last week's race. Here tonight, we have a total of 38 who started, and Kyle Gilbert in that 58 machine has a rocket strapped to the back of that thing for this restart, as he is seeing you later. Lots of cars working their way out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. Got a big old knot of cars here. This is a battle for the top 20 spot right here. You see Rick Greenaway in the 69 get in the wall there a little bit, have to check up. Armando Ortiz diving to the inside. The 15 machine of Jeffrey Clifton diving down as well. Kyle Gilbert looks like he's coming under pressure from Jeff Applegren here. '99 machine of Eric Teska He's sitting in third. Looks like he's under heavy pressure from fourth place is Steve Baker. Field really now starting to get single file here. Peyton Johnson in the 85 trying to make a pass on the 71 to Chris Legue. Gonna complete it as he drives off into turn 1. Peyton Johnson will be scored 16th spot here. Want to check in on a fan favorite out here. KD Osmond started 6th, running 6th. This guy's one to watch, gonna keep it cool. What's up, Rick? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you stopping by, saying hello in YouTube chat. If you're interested, come up to the broadcast booth, I'll let you. Just let me put some pants on first. So Osmond started 6th, running 6th, so not really moving yet, but this is a guy who's kind of crafty, little patient. It's early in the race. He ain't worried. Got a long way to go. We're only on lap 19 of 100. Meanwhile, Sean Rocket Fuel Cool, that 24 machine. He is currently 14th, making a move down underneath the 45, Doug Wysocki. Both those guys have race wins so far this season. Both are locked in for their chase. Oh, Rick, you're making me jealous, man. I got me a cold soda as well, but no fire. No fire tonight. I have had fire in this room before, but not tonight. So Sean Cool started 35th, currently running 13th. According to Terry Reiner, Connor Parisi in the 11 machine is an alien. We're going to have to talk to Terry Reiner about this. What he means by he's an alien. Is he illegal? Is he documented? Is he from Mars? These are questions we have to know. Parisi currently 14th. Found a little spot to run. But your leader is still Kyle Gilbert in the 58. Jeff Applegreen in the 9. Eric Teska in the 99. These guys have kind of settled in. Not a whole lot of passing going on right now as everyone's really running nose to tail. Peyton Johnson trying to close in on the 45 with Doug Wysocki here. We do have one car out of the race. That is the 6th machine of Christopher Spencer. He started he has scored 38th spot. So Christopher Spencer, the only car out of the race. Everyone is out on track, but Aaron Tolhurst, he is slow. He has got an issue. Heavy damage to that thing, and the yellow flag is going to come out. It looks like the 69 of Rick Greenaway in trouble here early on. We'll go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened. '69 machine. Rick Greenaway, we got to talk to that guy. He's got to fix those colors. Ooh, getting a little bit of a bump from the 83 of Adam Chapman. Chasing that car all over the front stretch. See, already in trouble there. We'll back it up just a little bit more. Diamond on off into turn 3 and 4. Coming up on the exit, Adam Chapman just a little bit of touch there. Some naughty touch. Rick Greenaway in the 69 though. Not appreciative of it. But just some close racing there in my opinion. As everyone's hitting pit road, Kyle Gilbert, Eric Teska, they are there on pit road. Here they comes heading straight at us. The race off pit road is Rick Greenaway. Going to be the first one off pit road, but he did not stop, it appears. Very, very close racing there for that spot. Armando Ortiz involved in that race off pit road. So it looks like James McIntyre in the 06 and Rick Greenaway, those guys are going to be pulling onto pit road this time around. Both drivers hitting their pit stalls. That's going to give the lead to Kyle Gilbert in that 58 machine. Eric Teska holding on to second. A new one in the top 3. David Roach will be 3rd. Steve Baker will be 4th. And 5th place will be Katie Osmond. Trying to figure out what happened to Jeff Applegren, but Applegren has pulled off of pit road. He has gone behind the wall along with Connor Parisi. Terry Reinert has also exited out. So not sure what happened, but Applegren, Parisi, and Reinert all have bailed out here. Gone behind the wall, packed up, and headed home. Lights have gone out on the pace car field, starting to form up for the restart. Field working its way down the backstretch here, getting formed up side by side. Row 1 for this restart will be Kyle Gilbert and Eric Teska. Row 2 will be David Roach and Steve Baker. Does Gilbert have another rocket strapped to that 58 machine? Will Eric Teska get his own rocket? We're about to find out. Pace car peeling off. We are back underway once again here at Dover. Green flag is flying. Kyle Gilbert has an extra 200 horsepower on every start. He is flat flying, getting it done out here tonight. Man, is he fast on these restarts. He's already opened up over half a second lead on Eric Teska. Teska's running second. The 40 machine of Steve Baker, and then the 17 of A.J. Rogers. Rogers desperately looking for his first win of the season. So we go on board with our T&D Rustic Decor Cam. You see Rogers running fourth. Get just a sense of scope of this mile track that is Dover. You really dive off into the corner here. Hey, Tim Connolly. Yeah, man, we'll make sure that we get you in contact with them. It was in the hosted / tournament sessions tonight because of how many drivers they have started to join. But yeah, we can make it happen, bud. We'll get you in contact with them. Osborne in the 88, dropping back to 7th spot. Cody Walling in that 76 machine, he's currently running 11th. Started 15th. He's gained some ground, made his pit stop. But if there's someone to follow, I'd try and tuck in behind that 94 machine of Troy Radford. If I could follow that guy to the front, that's, oh my goodness, he is going to get turned right here. Caution's coming out as the 76 of Cody Walling and Troy Radford are going to get together right here. We go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. See Troy Radford in the 94, Cody Walling right behind him in the 76. A little bit of miscommunication there. Going to bring out the yellow again here at Dover. Kyle Gilbert heading to pit road, bringing all of the field with him, as we had only done about 10 laps. Like I said, about every yellow, these guys will come in for 4 tires. We might see a few gambles. We might see 1 or 2 cars stay out. Might see a few take 2 tires. Wait for the race off pit road. Pit crew's working furiously, trying to be faster than the next car. Kyle Gilbert's going to win it. And then the rest of the field charging out after us. So Kyle Gilbert winning the race off pit road. Steve Baker going to be second. Teska dropping to third. Rogers holding on to fourth. Round out fifth spot will be David Roach. The 25 machine of Armando Ortiz. He is scored as our race leader. He has not made his pit stop. We are going to see a gamble taking place here. Armando Ortiz is a race winner in the series. He's currently scored second place in our overall standings. So he's got 1 race win, and of everyone that has a race win, he has the most points. Eric Teska, our only 2-time race winner here in the series. Let's see if we can get Ortiz up in the broadcast booth. Armando, this is KR up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on, bud? I don't know if we're going to be able to get an interview in with Armando. We'll give him just a few more moments, see if we can get a hold of him. All right, so unfortunately unable to connect with Armando, our new race leader. We'll see if he's got anything for Kyle Gilbert. He's taken a gamble. He stayed out. His tires have only got a few laps of green flag racing on them. Everyone else around him has stopped, taking 4 fresh tires. If you want to gamble, if you want to figure out what to do, you want to do it early. He's done it here with the green flag coming back out on lap 40, so he's got 60 laps to apply the knowledge that he's going to learn from this, especially coming from as far deep into the field as he was. So this is a very good move for him. I like his odds at being able to gain a lot of spots here. He had to do something. Staying out is a great way to make something happen. But let's see if he can hold on to it. Green flag in the hand of the flagman. Ortiz accelerating, and we're back green at Dover. Gilbert to the outside of Ortiz, gonna pass him cleanly. Steve Baker in the 40 gonna be next, ducking down to the inside in that U.S. Air Force car. Oh, Baker drove in a little deep, washed up just a little bit, but both cars get through cleanly. Ortiz, just like that, within 1 lap, is sitting in 3rd. And it looks like he's about ready to be freight trained by a lot of cars, but he needs to stay patient right here. He's got an opportunity to gain a lot of spots from where he was, but he's got to hold tough and stay smart, stay smooth on that outside line. Troy Radford in the 94, who we saw spinning with some help from Cody Walling. He's already in the 8th spot. He did stop and get tires and repair some damage. Ooh, as he gets into the wall there coming out of the corner. The 88 machine, Katie Osmond, diving to the inside here. We go on board with Osmond with our T&D Rustic Decor Cam. This track is one of my favorite tracks because it drives like a short track, but you're on it for a mile, so you really are hauling it down into the corners. You got to maintain your right front. You can very easily chew it up, and Dover will love to spit that tire back out at you. Ortiz looks like he's settled in right here in a battle with Greg Willis in the 28th spot for 6th. Now Willis gonna pass him on the inside down the backstretch, getting cleared. Now it's Troy Radford's turn. It was the 55 is gonna drop below the apron a little bit there. 55 with Jeffrey Patterson getting crossed up here, gonna tag the 46. The 46 of Chris Medford chasing that thing all over the track, able to keep it off the wall. Spectacular driving by Chris Medford as the 55 got a little bit out of shape. Man, oh man, was that a moment for Chris Medford. We go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. We're gonna watch this. Keep your eye on that 55 machine. Jeff Patterson. Patterson and Chris Medford going to touch just a little bit coming off of turn 4. It's going to send Medford to the inside there. Medford doing a great job, though, of saving that thing. As the yellow is going to come out. Not sure what for. So bear with me for just a moment while we try and figure out what this yellow has come out for. Ooh, it's Chris Legou in the 71. Coming onto the front stretch, gonna get sideways, coming off of turn 4, tagging that inside wall as he bounces off of it a couple of times. That's gonna do it. That's what brought out our yellow here tonight. As everyone once again coming down pit road. Kyle Gilbert, Steve Baker. Looks like everyone's coming down pit road. Nobody taking a gamble just yet. Wait for Kyle Gilbert to get done with his pit stop here. See if we can't get him in for an interview as the race off pit road gets hot and heavy. Let's see here if we can get contact. Kyle Gilbert is KR up in the MSTV broadcast booth. You got your ears on, bud?
I got you.
Man, oh man, where did you find a rocket to strap to that thing? You've got some extra ponies under that hood on these restarts.
I don't know, I've just been getting, I don't know if the guys behind me are saving more than I am, but on that last restart, I tried to use that guy that stayed out and didn't pit. I tried to use him as a way to get an extra lead, but I've just been watching their lap, or watching my relatives and trying to keep my lead steady and stay in front of them.
Well, you're doing a great job. Somebody probably should throw a boat anchor in your car because it's starting to look like an unfair advantage the way you were just ripping out of here on these restarts.
Yeah, I'm trying to change my restart up every time. Whenever I'm starting to lead, I'm having to start behind Phil this time. But that'll probably work to my advantage too, because I'll get around him probably turn 1 and use him as a pig to get a bigger lead. Hopefully that'll work out the same again.
Well, man, you're doing a great job out there. You're leading the most laps so far. You got 40 of them in the bank. But Phil Otto, the one in front of you here. So any spectacular plans to blow past him on this restart?
Just hopefully like the same one. Hopefully he restarts in the turn to help us get more traction on hitting the gas and get around in turn 1 on the outside.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and we'll let you get back to focusing on your race, bud.
All right, thank you.
That's Kyle Gilbert in the 58 machine. He has found some extra speed on these restarts. We'll see if he can do it one more time as he's got to deal with the 66 of Phil Otto. Otto did not pit this time around. He has stayed out. It worked very well for Armando Ortiz. Ortiz currently scored 9th after running around in the 20th position. Phil Otto started 16th. Now he's your race leader. So we'll see how this is going to work out for him. We are just past halfway on lap 52 of 100. Pace car getting ready to peel off here, coming onto the pit road. Phil Otto in the 66, there he goes, he's gonna accelerate, gonna get a little bit of wheel spin. Gonna chop Kyle Gilbert. That's gonna mess up Gilbert. Not what he wanted to see. Gilbert gonna dive to the inside here, gonna give him a little nudge. Stacks up the field. Heavy, heavy contact. All of the leaders involved. Nobody getting through this thing. Big, big time pile up into turn number 2. So we go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. So we have a lot to watch here with this restart. I'm going to start off by watching the in-car camera of Troy Radford. Leaders sideways. Nobody has anywhere to go. Radford collecting the 09 as well. He's going to get rolling. Go on board with Chris Medford. See AJ Rogers in the 17, the 28 machine involved as well. Katie Osmond in the 88, he's going to get it shut down, pulled down to the infield. You see a lot of cars just stacking up right there. What a wild pileup that was. Lots of cars with some heavy, heavy damage. Crazy, crazy restart there. All started with Phil Otto spinning his tires just a little bit. Got up in front of Kyle Gilbert down the straightaway. And then I can't quite tell if there was some net code involved, but it looked like maybe some slight contact between the 58 of Kyle Gilbert and the 66 of Phil Otto. And then the field just piled in, had nowhere to go. Phil Otto on pit road getting his damage repaired. He's currently 3 laps down, has been on pit road for 2.5 minutes, almost 3 minutes. We'll see if he can get that car repaired and get back out there. This is really shaking the field up. It's going to be hard to tell what's going to happen with everyone. You can see Kyle Gilbert in that 58. He's stayed out, but extensive damage on that thing. Jeffrey Patterson in the 55. He's all banged up. He's still out there. Cody Walling in that 76. He's sitting in 3rd right now. He's not got a scratch that's worth talking about. I mean, it's a little bit. I mean, it might have been a 10-pound hammer that they used on that thing, but it's not worth mentioning. 4th place, though, the 43 machine, Dustin German. He's got some damage. I'll tell you what, though. You look at this 88 machine. We're going to take a close look at this 88. That nose doesn't look terrible. This side of the car looks nice. K.D. Osmond may have found a way through that pileup without tearing the car up. He might be the first car out there without some damage. The 22 of John Johnson looks pretty good as well. We're going to see what this 58 of Kyle Gilbert's got now that he's got some damage. That 88 machine, though, first car in that line that you see there without damage on it. Drive for Diabetes Awareness 4 machine driven by Brent Cool. As Kyle Gilbert really hurting here. He's going to go from the lead all the way to 4th in one corner, maybe even 5th. He is dropping back drastically. So your new leader, and the yellow is going to come out right away. 46 of Chris Medford unable to get around this issue as well. We're going to go to our MaxSpeedTV replay, see if we can figure out what happened to Medford. .46 machine looking fairly mangled. Tags that outside wall, smashes the inside wall, locks it down. Don't think anyone else got involved. So that is what has brought us under caution here. Your leader is Jeffrey Patterson. While we're under yellow, we're going to step away for just a moment. We will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are watching the Racing for a Cause Hershey Design Series presents the Drive for Autism 100. Field is formed up, getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Your race leader is Jeffrey Patterson. On his outside is the 43 machine of Dustin German. Yeah, Jeff, I loved your paint job. I thought it was pretty slick. But we are getting ready to go green flag racing here. Pace car in control of the field for just a few more moments, and then the 55 machine of Jeffrey Patterson. That's going to be all his. There we go, green flag racing. While we're green flag racing, hopefully Jeff will tell us why he left the race. He was running so well and then he wasn't there anymore. Not quite sure what happened. Oh, and the 43 going to make a power move to the outside. KD Osmond in the 88. Oh my goodness. Him and the 55 of Jeffrey Patterson almost touched. If they didn't touch, I'll be surprised, and you can call me Shirley. Osmond hunting for that lead. He has got some fresh fenders on that thing. He is looking stout now that he is got that fresh air, and here he goes looking to the inside of the 43 of Dustin German. Mom said he had to go to bed. What? That's just, what an excuse. This is racing, for crying out loud. Sacrifices must be made, Jeff. Sacrifices. Osmond chasing down here your race leader, the 43 machine, Dustin German. Aliens don't need sleep. There you go, Rick. I like it. These guys, Osmond really wants to lead here. You know what? While these two battle it out, let's go ahead and do it some MaxSpeedTV style. Crank it up. Man, oh man, I love me some Crank It Up. Watching the 45 right now, Doug Wysocki, he does have a race win in his pocket. That race win surprised the heck out of him. If you ask him about it, he'll be like, I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And you know what? They gave me a trophy. But he is out here having a good race. He's running 20th. He's still on the lead lap, so he can make something happen. We're only on lap 71 of 100. He's holding off the 40 machine of Steve Baker right now. Baker was a front runner in that U.S. Air Force machine. Now Baker gonna go to the outside here, making a pass on Wysocki. Doug Wysocki's hot like wasabi. If you want my opinion, that's how I would sign my autographs. Meanwhile, back up front, the battle for the lead here has cooled off just a little bit. The 43 machine of Dustin German, someone should tell me how to say his last name. He's your leader. He's been out front now for 11 laps. Kyle Gilbert's been out front for 45 laps. The only one who's going to be able to knock him off, and it's going to be close as I do my math here, would be Dustin German, but he's going to have to lead it from the rest of the way here to even have a chance. Osmond really wants to lead this thing. Armando Ortiz, we saw him gamble very early on around lap 35 or 40. Stayed out, took no tires, no pit stop, gambled, dropped back almost all the way into 9th spot. But then the yellow came out. He was able to get on the same cycle of everyone else. Here he is running 3rd. So bonus points to him for having a great strategy, being able to stay out while everyone else pitted. And here he is running 3rd. It's a great job on his part. Give his crew chief an extra brownie. And if it's Snoop Dogg, make sure it's a special one. See one car heading into the pits. That is Bobby Summers in the 34 machine. Summers working his way down pit road. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Patterson in the 55 restarted as our race leader. He's fallen back to 5th place. Coming under heavy pressure from Gerald West in the 86 and 22 machine of John Johnson. Caution has come out. Looks like Jeffrey Clifton in trouble here in that 15 machine. Go to our MaxSpeedTV replay. See if we can't figure out exactly why this yellow has come out. See Jeffrey Clifton in the 15. The 96 of Al Smith Jr. gonna dive down underneath him. Oh man, and Clifton really checking up as he went into the corner. You see the speed differences. Al Smith is just going to blow by him at 0-1 of Chris Berg. Don't know if Chris Berg cooked it into the corner or what. So we're going to go on board with Chris Berg. You can see just Clifton really backed off the throttle there. See it happen there up ahead. So everyone coming down pit road right now. Race off pit road underway. Looks like the 43 machine is gonna win it. Osmond gonna hold on to second here. We have a few more drivers who have left the session. We started 38 cars tonight. We're going to run through a long list here. Currently in 27th, Bobby Summers. He is behind the wall. Chris Medford in the 46 machine scored 28th. He is also behind the wall. But Aaron Tolhurst And the 98 machine, he is out on track. He has scored 29th. He is 23 laps down. Medford is 20 laps down. So Aaron Tolhurst has at least one more car to pass. So we got 20 to go. Maybe even 2 as Bobby Summers and Medford. Those guys are within striking distance for Aaron Tolhurst. Adam Chapman is 30th. David Roach will be scored 31st. Chris Ledoux 32nd. James McIntyre 33rd. Ricky Harden 34th. Jeff Applegren, who decided he needed a nap because he was tired, he's going to be 35th. The Alien, according to Terry Reinert, Connor Parisi will be 36th. The Alien, according to Connor Parisi, Terry Reinert will be 37th. And Christopher Spencer will be 38th. So those guys all behind the wall except for Aaron Tolhurst. And Tolhurst, that 98 machine, looking a little worse for the wear, but he is out there trucking, man. He's hanging on. Not having a spectacular race, but he is not giving up. So props to him for having that no quit attitude. 23 laps down and still going. Field's starting to form up here once again. Lights have gone out on the pace car. Your front 2 rows for this restart will be Dustin German. I don't know. Someone needs to tell me quickly. Osmond will be on his outside. And then row 2 will be Cody Wallen and Jared West. So the field getting ready to peel off, or the pace car getting ready to peel off. Hope we don't have another big pile up like we saw earlier. Here we go, folks. Hold on to your butts because it's about ready to get intense. So we're less than 20 to go. Dustin getting on that loud pedal in the 43 machine. Green flag flying. We are back racing here at Dover. Osmond trying that outside line. All right, thank you, Rick. That's what I said the first time, but you never know with last names or first names. Actually, you just never know with a person like myself broadcasting. All right, so clarification from YouTube chat. It is Dustin German in that 43 machine. He's led 21 laps, getting ready to lead his 22nd lap. Down the back stretch, you can see these cars really go up and down the roller coaster style of a track that is Dover. All of this banking really causes you to have to go up and down. It's not really a flat track. We got one in the wall in the upper corner. Able to maintain it. Don't know who it was. Doug Wysocki in the 45 machine. He is on pit road. He has been there for a little while. And the yellow flag has come out. Not sure what for yet. We're gonna have to go to our replay. Let's see if we can capture what happened. The 69 machine of Rick Greenaway. This is the one we're watching right here. Not sure that this is what brought out the yellow, but we're gonna find out. Oh, and it is. Rick Greenaway is going to get into it with the 388 of Doug Johnson. Doug Johnson in that 388 machine gonna come up into Rick Greenaway. Greenaway already against the wall with nowhere to go. So unfortunate, a little bit of there, not quite cleared, but Doug Johnson wishes he could have that one back, I'm sure. As none of the leaders have come down pit road. Want to touch base real quick on the 98. Aaron Tolhurst has passed Chris Medford. Since Medford is no longer out on the track, Tolhurst, man, I gotta give him the hard luck award, the hard nosed award, hard headed award, whatever you want to call it. This guy, he's not quit. He's many laps down, but he's got a chance to pass 2 more cars. By golly, he might just do it as he heads to pit road. Hopefully he doesn't stay there. I'd like to see this guy make it to the checkered flag. I'm rooting for you, Aaron. Don't quit on me now, Aaron. Don't quit on me now. You got your own support staff. Don't do it. Oh, I'm having fun at other people's expense. I should probably stop. But our race leader, that 43 machine, let's see if we can't get a quick word in. Driver of the number 88 machine, Mr. KD Osmond. Are you there? You got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, I've got you.
Man, oh man, you're sitting second. You're sniffing out that lead hardcore. What are you going to do to try and get the lead on the restart here?
I'm hoping the inside line, he might spin his tires, and then outside line through turns 1 and 2 carries a little bit more speed, it seems like. So I'm just going to try and hit the outside line.
All right, so how tough is it to hit that outside line?
Through 1 and 2, it's not too bad. We got like 5 laps on our tires now, so I should be able to go like halfway, 3/4 throttle through it. But through 3 and 4, that's when it gets a little tough. You really gotta just ease on the throttle through there so you can get have a good exit.
All right, man. Well, we won't keep you too much longer. Just want to get a quick word in with you as that car looks pretty straight. Have you made any contact in any of these pileups that have been out there?
Not any pileups, but I've had a few scrapes at the wall.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. It looks like the lights have gone out on the pace car, and hopefully we'll talk to you here in a post-race interview.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that was a driver of the 88 machine, KD Osmond, doing a great job out here tonight so far. Field working its way down the backstretch, formed up nice and pretty like 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. You know what? I'm not going to go all the way down. We're just going to have a good time. We're going to take it as everyone's 2 by 2 repeated till the end. There we go. I said it. Pace car peeling off. Dustin German in the 43 machine getting a good jump there. Spun the tires just a little bit. Osmond chasing him back down. The 86 machine, Gerald West, a winner in this series, would like to get a second win. But he's got 2 cars in front of him to get by. Armando Ortiz in that 25. Spectacular strategies gotten him inside the top 5. Ooh, he's going to tag the wall there. Very easy to do here at Dover. He tagged the wall. I took a shot of water. Yes, I drank some water for every time he hit the wall. It's water, I swear. German in that 43 machine. So we go on board looking out the backside, and the yellow's going to come out. A 28 machine of Gregory Willis sitting on the front stretch here. We're going to have to go to our MaxSpeedTV replay so we can figure out what happened to him. See the 19 machine all over his back bumper of Derek Pemberton. Now Willis going to the high side here. Pemberton in that 19. And Pemberton going to wash up a little bit. Going to get into the back of the 28 of Gregory Willis. And Willis going to go cartwheeling down that front stretch. Seeing about anyone coming down pit road, nobody gonna brave it with 7 laps to go. This race is winding down in a hurry. Couple cars that we haven't talked about, the 94 and the 24. Troy Radford, Sean Cool, they've been mired back here. And the pack haven't really been a factor in the race here as far as leaders go. But Sean Cool does have a race win. Troy Radford really needs to get one, along with AJ Rogers. These guys are struggling to make it inside the top 5. Haven't been there all race. Kyle Gilbert, last week's race winner on pit road. Ever since that restart incident, he has been struggling with that car. The handling has for sure gone away. Big time shout out to the 29 machine of Mike Massengill. Masson. You know what? We'll just call him Mike in the 29. Feel bad for butchering these names, but good grief. Anyways, want to give a big shout out to him. We saw him get into several incidences early on. He did not quit, along with Aaron Tolhurst. They're both out there toiling away, laps down. Well, I shouldn't say laps down. Mike in the 29 machine, he is only 1 lap down, but he did not quit despite being in multiple incidences very, very early. He is hung tough. He is the first car 1 lap down. So I want to give a big, huge shout out to him for sticking it out. It takes a lot of effort to do that. A lot of mental toughness being involved right there, being shown off. Brent Cool in the 4 machine. Driving the oh my goodness. He is in the Drive for Diabetes Awareness check.don't-guess.org machine. That is a very passionate man right there. You guys missed it. Racing for a Cause did a special fundraiser event that supported check.don't-guess.org and Drive for Diabetes Awareness. Brent Cool heads that charity up. We were able to raise an impressive $400 for that event. Once again, big shout out to all those people involved in that. So the 4 machine of Brent Cool, he's sitting in 7th place. Al Smith on his outside. We're going to get the green flag with 3 laps to go. If you guys thought about going somewhere else, you have made a big mistake. Y'all need to sit your butts back down, hold on to your hats, because it's going to be a wild ride here at Dover. A 3-lap shootout. Osmond has got to find a way around this 43 machine of Dustin German. Hold on to your hats. We're getting ready to go green flag racing for the final time here at Dover. We're back to green flag racing. Gerald West in the 86, sitting in third. He's looking for a way around. Osmond in the 88. Osmond wants around the 43 of Dustin German. Who's it gonna be as these guys rip it down the backstretch? German's gonna lick that stamp and send it off into turn number 3. He is hauling it for all that he is worth right now. Steve Baker in that 40 machine has made a great comeback. He's sitting fourth. Was mired deep in the field not too long ago as Osmond's getting ready to be passed by Gerald West in that 86. We got one to go here at Dover. As the battle for second place goes side by side, that is exactly what Dustin German wants to see. Here we come out of turn number 4. Checkered flag waving for Dustin German. Second place will be K.D. Osmond. Third will be Gerald West. Steve Baker will find a way back in the 4th spot. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Armando Ortiz. I'm going to work on getting these guys into the broadcast booth. Gerald West celebrating as well. So give me just a minute here, and I will get everyone up in the broadcast booth that needs to be. Got one more driver. And we will get started with our 3rd place finisher as he sits on the start finish line. That'll be Gerald West in that 86 machine. How you doing out there tonight, man?
Hey, what's up, KR, man? I'm doing pretty good after that.
Man, you end up 3rd. What a great showing for you. You already have a race win in your pocketbook for the series heading for the chase, but padding it here with a 3rd place finish, it's got to feel good.
Yeah, it feels good, man. Feels real good. My teammate there won, so I was giving him a little congratulations. It was a hard-fought battle tonight. Started up front, man, and got a little damage there early on, and I don't know if I made a mistake or not going down pit road to get that fixed because that put me back in the 30th. So it was a long way up through the field there. A lot of luck there involved and a little bad luck here and there, but we made it work out, and coming home 3rd, I can't complain for that.
Well, man, 3rd place is where you go at Dover here this week, and Dover earned its name Monster Mile here. That big pileup when the leaders got together on one of the restarts. How'd you get through that one?
Yeah, I mean, well, luckily I was behind it, so I wasn't involved, and I believe that was probably one of the biggest pileups I've seen here. And yeah, I just went to the bottom, man, hit the brake, and hoping nobody hit me.
Well, you did a great job. There was another one that did just that, and that was a 2nd place finisher, the 88 K.D. Osmond. So, man, again, great job finishing 3rd out here. Any sponsors, people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, man. I mean, I definitely want to thank, the 88 for racing me clean there and hard. We had a whole lot of fun, and thank Race for a Cause and MaxSpeed, you up in the booth, and everybody that's watching, all the drivers, and Race for a Cause and all the admins, them. And yeah, man, we appreciate you, and woo!
Well, a celebratory woo is always necessary for a great finish like that one. So that is our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Jerry West, getting it done in the 86 machine. Now we're going to move on to our 2nd place finisher, K.D. Osmond. Mr. Osmond, we know you're there. We got to talk to you just a little bit under yellow. Finishing 2nd out here tonight. It's got to feel like a little sense of accomplishment, but almost not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more happy than anything else. In practice today, I was running like 22nd in times, and then qualifying, I gained 5/10 somehow and got up front to 6. And then during the race, I kind of fell back, but that's probably what got me through one of those big wrecks. And then second, so overall, I'm happy with it.
Second place is a great finish to be a part of, but it sounds like someone here in YouTube chat says you're the Chase Elliott of this league. When are you going to get your first win, man?
Yeah, I just saw that. Well, I'm hoping before all the playoff spots get taken up. I'm right on the edge there. I think it's top 12 are in playoffs, but I could be wrong about that. So I'm just hoping to get one before all those spots fill up.
Well, we've gotten a new winner almost every week, and you came into tonight's event 11th in points. So like you said, yeah, you're right on that edge. What can you do here in these the next 2 weeks that we have off to prepare you for May 29th at Charlotte?
Well, Charlotte's one of my better tracks. Saving tires is a big thing there, so I'll probably just be going for long runs over there.
Well, man, I got to tell you, great job out there tonight. Any sponsors, people you'd like to thank for this second place finish?
I think my grandma's watching. I just saw her in chat. My aunt and uncle, I think, are watching, so I'd like to thank them. Thank you guys at MaxSpeedTV and Racing for a Cause. And Hershy Design Company.
All right, man. Hey, great showing for having a fan base, and we appreciate your fan base as they are very active in chat, rooting for you throughout the entire race.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that is our second place finisher, Mr. Osmond in the 88 machine. But now it's time to talk to the one we've all been waiting for, and that is the race winner, Dustin German, in the 43 machine. Man, oh man, tell us how you did that.
Hey man, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of started deep in the field, started 28th and made our way up, man. It wasn't easy, but took our time and did what we had to do.
You did what you had to do, and you managed to end up in the victory circle, doing the hat dance, getting the champagne all over you. Gotta feel good here at Dover, and you're picking up a race win, which, the way things are looking, you're going to need to win to get into this chase.
Yeah, I hadn't. It's my first start this year in the Xfinity Series in this league, and you know, I think I'm kind of out of it as far as championship goes. But I just came back tonight, wanted to, just wanted to race, man. I can't believe it pulled it off. I definitely wasn't the fastest car, that's for sure.
Well, you may not have been the fastest car overall, but you were the fastest one to that start-finish line, buddy. So don't sell yourself short there.
Yeah, man. I just want to thank my team, Rad Racing, and RFC and Hershy Design Company. They're a new sponsor here in the series, and man, it was good times.
Well, man, thank you very much. What a great race you had here, finishing first at Dover, able to manage to work your way through all the pitfalls. Any last thoughts that you got about this?
I don't know, man. Just never give up. I guess that's my send off there, because I never gave up. It didn't seem like it was going to turn out like it did, but just never give up, man. Thank you for broadcasting. It was awesome.
All right, man. You're welcome, and hope you enjoy it. That's our race winner, Dustin. Is it Dustin German?
Yes, sir.
Ah, nailed it the first time. All right, man. Hey, thank you very much for joining us here in the broadcast, sticking around for your interview. And, man, great race win out there tonight.
Yeah, guys, appreciate it. It was fun.
All right, that was our race winner, Dustin German. But now we're going to take a special moment. We're going to talk to someone about tonight's event. I have in the broadcast booth with me Rick Greenaway. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. How are you tonight, Gav?
I'm doing good. So tell us a little bit about the Drive for Autism race tonight.
Well, we kind of we deviated away from, we usually follow the sponsorship of the Xfinity series, but this weekend with the Cup guys actually doing the AAA Drive for Autism event, we changed it so that it actually went with a cause. So with the Cup guys doing a cause, we changed our race this week to the Drive for Autism event.
And what does Drive for Autism symbolize for you out here tonight?
Well, for me, it symbolizes a lot. It's been a 9-year drive for me with my son, who was diagnosed with autism at age 3. So it's just been a a long journey to get him to where he is today, and still be a long journey to get him where he needs to be down the road. So it means a lot to me to be able to bring out the autism awareness car and to drive in an event like this tonight.
Well, your car looked like it went through, well, let's put it nicely, and let's say it went through a couple of hammer strokes. Tell us a little bit about your race out there tonight.
Well, it just, I was kind of, my plan was just to hang back and figured just survive through attrition, and which I did, but I had a car get into the back of me, put me into the wall, so I lost positions there, and then spending time on pit road getting it fixed. I finally get it fixed, and then I had another car put me into the wall, so the passenger side of my car is pretty beat up. Guys at the shop are definitely not going to be really happy to hang a new body on it.
Well, Rick Greenaway, man, I want to tell you how much I appreciate the effort that goes into what you do here week in, week out, and the Drive for Autism 100 here at Dover. You hung tough even though your car was beat up, and you're going to end up 23rd tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take that. I started, I think, 32nd in the field, so I mean, it's a 9-position gain. So, it's a good points day for me. I've been down in the points, so maybe with this, it'll help get me in the top 30, and go from there.
All right. Now, I do have to mention, we're going to have to work on you picking your colors, because your driver drop-down bar just doesn't work very well for us here on MaxSpeedTV.
It's all part of my master plan to be stealthy.
Oh, you're quite stealthy, because no one knows your name or anything. We just get to see how far behind you are.
That's exactly it, so nobody can really know how far behind I am.
All right, Rick. Hey, man, I appreciate you sticking around very long after the race, and we want to say good luck to you. Will we see you tomorrow night in the late models here with Racing for a Cause?
Yes, I will be racing, and hopefully I can last the whole race for the late models.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you tomorrow night, which will be broadcasted right here on MaxSpeedTV. Once again, thank you very much, Rick Greenaway, telling us a little bit about autism and what it has to deal with him personally. And Rick, any last words about this race?
No, I just would like to thank UKR for broadcasting realistically everything that we do here at RFC. So I wanted to thank you for that, and thank everybody who watched the race and who joins us on a weekly basis. Deals with our shenanigans that we put on here.
All right, Rick. Well, man, you're welcome. I do enjoy working with y'all, and hope to see you tomorrow. So that's Rick Greenaway. Not the finish he wanted tonight, but still had a great opportunity to talk about autism, and that's what Racing for a Cause really is all about. They have a cause, and we try and get them up here to share what it means to them. But let's go over our results here tonight. Your race winner, Dustin German. KD Osmond going to finish second. Jerry West third. Steve Baker fourth. And Armando Ortiz is going to end up fifth. 6th place will be Brent Cool in the Drive for Diabetes Awareness Machine. Cody Walling will be 7th. Rocket Fuel Cool, Sean Cool, going to end up 8th. Al Smith Jr. with 9th. Troy Radford 10th. Chris Berg in that 0-1 machine is going to end up 11th. 12th place is going to go to Jeff Patterson. 13th will be Jeffrey Clifton. 14th place will be Derek Pemberton. And rounding out 15th will be John Johnson in that 22 machine. Kyle Gilbert will end up 16th. 17th will be Peyton Johnson. 18th will be Doug Johnson. 19th will be AJ Rogers. And 20th will be that 29 machine of Mike with that no-quit attitude, despite being in the very, very early cautions and multiple ones of them at least. He hung tough. He's going to end up with a 20th spot finish. Doug Wysocki will end up 21st. 22nd will be Phil Otto. 23rd is going to be Rick Greenaway. Greg Willis will be 24th. And Austin Wheatley is going to wind up 25th. Eric Teska will be 26th in the 99 machine. Aaron Tolhurst will end up 27th. He did manage to pass Bobby Summers in 28th and Chris Medford in 29th. And then 30th will go to Adam Chapman. 31st will be David Roach. Chris Legue will be 32nd. James McIntyre is going to be 33rd. 34th place will be Ricky Harden in the 21. And Jeff Applegren will end up 35th. Connor Parisi, Terry Reiner, and Christopher Spencer will round out this field as 36th through 38th position. What a wild one we had out here tonight. Dover is always a great race, and tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Walls Beard Co., SimSpeedShop.com, Elite 7 Racing, the Ohio IndyCar League, iBog, and this is the Hershey Design Series. Make sure you check out the links down below, especially the Hershey Design if you are in need of an iRacing paint scheme. So guys, that's going to do it for me. My name is KR Stolfus. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Everyone in the YouTube chat made it a way better experience. I appreciate all of you helping commentate in YouTube. Thank you very much, guys. That's going to do it. Hopefully to see you tomorrow as Racing for a Cause late models hit the track at about 7:45 p.m. Central. Guys, have a good night. That's going to do it. I really need to learn how to do an ending of these things because I really don't know what to do. At some point, I'm